Now, our next nominee, who's now about to be inducted, is one of the great multi-talented stars in Canadian football history. A player who excelled on offense, defense, and special teams. Get this, everyone, 56 total touchdowns, either rushing or on returns, and 59 interceptions. Let that sink in for all the football players in this room. A four-time Grey Cup champion, a member of several Hall of Fames, including the College Football Hall of Fame and the Canadian Football Hall of Fame. This is Garney Henley.
Born on December 21st, 1935 in Elgin, North Dakota, Garney Henley was raised in the small town of Haiti, South Dakota. Distinguishing himself early on as a gifted multi-sport athlete, Henley played 4 straight Class B basketball tournaments with the Haiti Redbirds, winning the state title in 1954. Henley accepted a basketball and track scholarship to the local Huron College, where he took up football for the first time. In his first conference game, Henley ran back the opening kickoff for a touchdown, quickly establishing himself as a star despite never playing high school football or even attending an 11-man football game. Affectionately known as the Zoomer or the Haiti Hurricane, Henley rushed for over 4,000 yards and scored 394 points during his collegiate career, setting NAIA records and earning first-team All-America honors in both 1959 and 1960. In 1960, Henley was drafted by both the NFL's Green Bay Packers and the AFL's New York Titans. After a brief stint with the Packers, he was released, prompting legendary coach Vince Lombardi to recommend him to Hamilton Tiger Cats head coach Jim Trimble in the Canadian Football League. Trimble brought Henley to Hamilton mid-season, and though he was initially mistaken for a track athlete because of his slight frame and glasses, it didn't take long for his football prowess to shine through. Henley played 16 seasons with the Tiger Cats from 1960 to 1975, building one of the most remarkable careers in CFL history. For his first 7 seasons, he played both offense and defense, along with contributing on special teams. His speed, athleticism, and football IQ made him a rare 3-phase player who could dominate the game from any position. He recorded 59 career interceptions, returned 5 for touchdowns, and racked up 916 return yards. On offense, he added 4,657 receiving yards and 56 total touchdowns, including rushing scores and returns. Though he primarily played defensive back, Henley transitioned to full-time wide receiver in 1972. That season, he made his 10th consecutive CFL All-Star team and was named the league's most outstanding player, an almost unheard-of accolade for someone who had spent most of his career on defense. His ability to seamlessly shift from shutdown defender to top-tier offensive threat speaks to his rare athletic versatility. Henley appeared in 7 Grey Cup championships and won 4. His performances in these high-stakes games were often pivotal, particularly in the infamous 1962 Fog Bowl, where he was widely considered the best player on the field. Henley was the only unanimous selection in a poll for an All-Grey Cup team for the 1960s. Off the field, Henley's intelligence and commitment to education earned him deep respect among his peers. Teammates nicknamed him Clark Kent for his mild-mannered demeanor off the field and superhero-like performance on it. Fellow players and coaches often said having Henley on the field was like having a coach in pads. His deep understanding of every play and position was as much a product of his study habits as it was a natural football intelligence. While still playing professionally, Henley began coaching and taking on academic leadership roles. He served as assistant athletic director and head basketball coach at the University of Guelph, where he led the basketball team to its first national title in 1974. He later held senior roles at Mount Allison University and Brock University, before returning to his alma mater, Huron College, as athletic director. Henley's long list of honors reflects the breadth and depth of his impact. He was inducted into the Canadian Football Hall of Fame in 1979, the South Dakota Hall of Fame in 1985, and the College Football Hall of Fame in 2004. In 2006, TSN ranked him the 6th greatest CFL player of all time. He was also inducted into the Ontario Sports Hall of Fame in 2015. In recognition of his outstanding contribution, the Hamilton Tiger Cats have announced that they will be retiring Henley's jersey number 26 at the 2025 home opener. Today, Garney Henley resides in Huron, South Dakota with his wife, Charlotte. He remains active in charitable and civic work, including service with the South Dakota Hall of Fame and support for the American Red Cross. His hobbies include woodworking, gardening, and motorcycling. Henley's legacy lives on not only in record books and highlight reels, but also in the values he embodied: discipline, humility, leadership, and a relentless drive to be great. In every sense, Garney Henley was and remains the embodiment of what it means to be a gridiron great.
The Gridiron Greats welcome Garney Henley to their Hall of Fame.
Let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea and I'll get my ping pong. This is dead heavy, can't hit the baseball, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this beach treat like money.
Thank you very much, and thank the board for putting me in that position. This is a position that I'm not always humbled with, but nevertheless, you look at me, you think, oh, he can't play football. And I thought that sometimes too, particularly when I was going both ways most of the time, and that's something that takes a little bit of intensity and so forth. But I loved it, and it's the only way I learned the game. First game I ever played in, having not played football in high school, was my first game at college. And I was on the kickoff team, the very first play of the game. They kicked the ball, I caught the ball, and took about 2 or 3 steps and dropped it. Picked it up, and I scored. So that was the start of something that was very, very good for me, and having the opportunity to play against people who had played it for 5, 6, 7 years in some cases. But with my coaches and the teammates that I had, it was pretty easy to do the things that you had to do to win a football game, and that's what my goal was. And having an opportunity to play professional football for Vince Lombardi was a new chore for me, and I thought that that'd be all right to do that. But of course I went with Green Bay and played 5 games with him, and Vince decided that I should be a receiver rather than a defensive halfback, and I've differed with him, and consequently he sent me off to Hamilton, and I didn't know where Hamilton was, to tell you the truth. From South Dakota, it was quite a ways from Hamilton, but I found my way there, and once again coaching was the key for me. Learning the game, the field is quite a bit bigger. It's 15 yards wider and 10 yards longer, and the end zone is 20 yards long. So as a defensive halfback and you're on the 10-yard line, you turn around and you look and you see 30 yards behind you, you play a little different than you normally would. But I learned the game very well with my teammates and my coaches and a lot of other people that helped me do the things that I was able to do. And I wasn't very big. I love playing defense. I could outrun most people, and that was one of my strengths. But basketball and track and field, when I was in high school, and track and field in college, gave me the start to do something that I was able to do. And the coaches that I had, the team members that I had and played with during my career was outstanding, and they were the biggest part of my career, I think, and the people that I loved and enjoyed doing what I was doing. And I just wanted to thank you, and I want to thank Dick for being Dick, and you people, the organization and so forth. This is wonderful, nothing that I was ever expecting, and I thank the dear Lord for all of that. And God bless you all, and thank you.